I'd like to introduce Louise from England, who has multiple sclerosis. Welcome, Louise.
Hi.
Could you tell me when you were first diagnosed with MS?
I was diagnosed the end of January 1995.
And how old were you?
I was 26.
Right. And what symptoms did you have which led to your diagnosis?
It started with pins and needles in my right leg. And I had double vision as well whilst working in the store, which was basically put down to the simple fact that it's probably the lighting, where you're working. Because I worked on computers as well, we said that probably, it's because of the computers that I work on.
So how did that affect your life, being diagnosed with MS?
Well, to be quite honest, not very well. I did the thing that you shouldn't do, which was bury my head in the sand. I could still body pop. I could do everything. I could walk fine and everything like that. So now, basically, in my head, the doctors were lying.
So what happened then?
Well, I just carried on as the doctor told me to carry on, saying it's not a notifiable condition, because I had an interview the following day after the diagnosis, and I said, oh my God, I've got an interview tomorrow. He said, well, it's not a notifiable condition. Which, I thought, well, it can't be all that bad then. I didn't know anybody who had MS or anything like that. So basically I thought, right, I'm just going to get on with my life, and I did. And I didn't even look into MS because it was too much of a massive impact on my brain, what I was told. I just couldn't, all I was aware of was wheelchairs were involved, and thought, oh no, hello.
And so when did you start to progress?
I began to progress after I gave birth to my son, and that would be 13 years ago now, and I had a huge relapse after, it was about 3 months after I gave birth to Jack, and the ring didn't stop spinning for 18 months. I couldn't drive a car anymore. But then, gradually, over the 18 months, I got back to normal. Okay, I couldn't walk as far as I used to walk, but it did kind of like have its way with me, MS. I thought, oh my God, this is what MS is. Oh no. But anyway, yeah, stay strong and stay positive, because you have to. And I had a son that I had to care for as well, so, I couldn't allow anything to get in the way of that. And it didn't, but then it was just with the visits to the neurologist. And I'd been on Rebif for 4 years, and the Toxin-Trone as well. Every time they put me on a new drug, I was monitored, and no improvements were ever seen. So I gradually just, I've ended up with Sedative Progressive.
So before you found LDN, what was your life like? What did you have to cope with on a daily basis?
Well, sorry, is that before MS?
No, before you found LDN.
Oh, right, okay. It was sluggish. It was a hard task. I mean, I had severe heat intolerance. I even really, one time, I had a bath, and I could barely get out of the bath because my body just deflated completely, being surrounded in all that water.
Mm-hmm.
And any kind of sun that hit my body, it just seemed to zap me. I couldn't do anything. Even walking to get anywhere was absolutely ridiculous. And then I came across LDN. Oh my God. It was fantastic.
When was that?
That was, it was April 2010.
Right.
Was when I started taking it. And after 3 days, it started working. 3 days. Not 3 years, not 3 weeks, 3 days. And I couldn't believe it.
What did it do?
It got rid of the fatigue that I suffered with a lot. It stopped, fingers crossed, since I began LDN, I've not had any pain. I used to suffer with pain from the MS, which stopped me driving because I couldn't lift my arm up high enough without a really bad pain kicking through it. It stopped. I haven't had any pain since taking it. I have no heat intolerance, but because I've got a walk-in shower now, I've not got a bath. But the good thing is, I can sit in the sun. Oh my God, I used to be such a sun worshipper. But when, the MS kicked in and the heat hit me, that was it. I had to go in the shade. But since LDN, I can actually get a suntan now, which is fab. And, right, so that's fatigue it's got rid of. The pain, I've not suffered with pain since I've been on it. The heat intolerance, I don't have that anymore. And hey, look, we've got some sun, so I'll be getting out and having it.
How did you get a prescription for the LDN? Did your own doctor prescribe it for you?
No. I have found a chemist that, with confirmation that I actually have MS, all they required was confirmation from my GP, neurologist, that yes, I have MS. And with that, they will issue me with a prescription.
Okay.
Now, they send it to a chemist in Scotland. It's actually in Glasgow.
Yes, Dixon.
And they will prescribe it for me, and they send it to me. And it costs £17.50 for a month.
Yes.
Pushing that in relation to these drugs that were apparently, supposed to help me. Their costs for them, that did nothing for me whatsoever, are astronomical compared to the £17.50 that I do not begrudge paying at all for it, because nobody else will pay for it for me. Then yes, I will, because it is so worth it. So the benefit I get from taking LDN, in relation to the no benefit I got from being